You guys watch E-News. Are you just saying that to be
So
nice?
So much. There'll be times I'll be sat on the couch and I'll just think, I think I watch E too much. I do.
Harry!
Guys, I'm a huge E fan.
Are you
Every
messing with me?
hotel room, I watch it all the time.
Are you being serious?
E-News is fantastic.
Best news on today.
Wait just a minute. That, I mean...
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, Will and I walked by you. We were chatting with some friends.
Hi.
Dude, you don't have to apologize for that at all. Ready to rock? I love it, dude, because you walk into a room and you shake everybody's hand. Not everybody.
There's not that many people in there.
Well,
is there?
I mean, there's at least 10 people in here right now. Who taught you to be like that?
It's nice, isn't it? From my mum, I guess.
Really? I remember, you will not remember this, but a year ago, I was in New York with some friends at a hotel, and you walked by, and I was like, hey man, these girls want to say hello to you, and you stopped, and you talked, and you took photos, and I know a lot's happened since that moment. You're a lot more famous now, but are you still the same old Harry?
Yeah, I think so.
Who's keeping
Yeah.
you grounded?
I mean, I've got a really good family. I've got great friends around me, and yeah, I think it's not that hard. I think if you can take a step back from it and kind of see it for what it is, then you don't start believing that this is just life. So I think I can see how it's easy to kind of get carried away with it and see and kind of start believing a lot of hype and be like, this is huge, but it's fun and
It's mind-boggling because I feel like you specifically are almost singled out, and the fame is on another level.
Do you
you
know
ever
what it is?
feel
I think I think another thing that helps is I think when you're traveling around and you meet a lot of people who are successful and stuff, I think you see people who aren't very nice, and I think when you see someone who's like that, it's so unattractive that it kind of makes you go, wow, that's not who I want to be at all. So I think that helps too.
Other celebrities who aren't very nice?
I mean, not even celebrities, just anyone really, just people who think they're better than other people and stuff. I think it's just such an unattractive trait that you just kind of go, I never want to be the guy who leaves the room and people talk about me how they've just talked about that guy when he's left.
Sure.
So I don't think it's that hard. It's all good. It's fun.
It's hard to hear because there were helicopters chasing you. I heard when you walked in here, I knew you were coming in next because the girls were absolutely going crazy.
Okay.
So when the fame becomes a little bit too much for you, who do you call?
I don't know. I don't think it gets to a point where it's too much. I think I think you just have to enjoy it, because eventually, we're lucky that it still happens, because eventually there's going to be a day where, nobody wants to speak to you, and then you go, hey, I'm here, and you kind of, so, I think just enjoy it while it's happening, and, obviously there's boundaries, and sometimes people cross them, but I think, you just have to you can deal with that in whichever way, so, yeah.
You're back here on the X Factor.
Yes.
This is where it all began.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of memories are just flowing through your mind right now? It's only been a handful of years.
They're all good, man. I think it was such a long. Well, it wasn't that long ago, but it seems
2010.
like a long time ago. Yet the time's gone so quick. So I think we'll always be so grateful to X Factor, because it's such a giant platform, and obviously we wouldn't be anything without it. So it's exciting that we're just about to release our third album, which seems crazy to us. I think we learnt a lot while we were on X Factor and stuff. So yes, it's good memories.
Be honest with me. Was there anybody you didn't vibe with in the very beginning?
Not really, no. I think we knew it was important to kind of gel as friends before we made it like a colleague thing. So we spent a week at my house just practicing, and it was mainly like playing football, like like soccer and swimming and messing around and running around. So there wasn't, we'd practice for like 10 minutes a day, so we wouldn't really do much. But I think we did that the right way so that it didn't become a work thing, and it was just friends having a good time while we were doing this amazing thing. So
You all co-wrote most of this album together.
Yeah.
What personal experiences will you be singing about specifically?
I think
For Harry?
I think when you're writing songs, it's impossible to not draw on personal experiences, whether it be traveling or girls or anything. How just emotions. You're always gonna write and kind of draw inspiration from things that you're feeling, things that you felt. It's kind of impossible not to, unless you're writing a song and there's like an exact scenario that you're trying to write a song for. But I think that's the amazing thing about music, is that there's a song for every emotion. Two people can go through completely different things and still relate to the same song in the same way. And I think that's why. I mean, can you imagine like a world where there was just no music?
It would suck.
It would suck.
I'm such a music guy.
And I'd still be a baker. So, yeah.
You'd still be a baker.
I would.
It's crazy how that's how it all began. Have you gone back? I think I've seen video of you going back.
Yeah, I've
to
gone back a
places
few
before.
times. Yeah, I go back when I go home, really. Pop in for a sausage roll or something.
And now, are you craving a cronut because of your baking?
Do you know what?
history,
I've just
or-
heard a lot about cronuts, and I'm excited.
I wish you would have told me earlier, man. We could have made some things happen for you. Now I feel like I'm letting
That
you
would have been
down.
nice. That would have been nice.
When a couple more questions. You had mentioned the girl thing when you're writing about songs. Man to man, how do you even find a girl right now if you're single? Because I've seen how you get followed. I saw you guys at the Teen Choice Awards. I mean, girls everywhere screaming, yelling. How do you weed out those intentions and find someone who's gonna like you for you?
I think you just know. I think it's one of them things where if you meet someone who likes you just because it's you and not because you have stuff, then I think like someone the same way that I like someone not because of like what they have or what they are, but like their values, or I just like nice people. And I don't know, I think you can just tell. Usually you usually meet people through like friends and
It's the only way
parties
to
and
go, I
stuff
feel like
that.
now, right?
I think so.
Mutual friends.
Kind of, yeah, friends and at parties and stuff like that.
Any
just the
prospects?
normal way that you meet. I don't know.
No prospect?
And
I'm not,
who
you're not
knows?
talking about it.
You
I had
never
to
know.
ask.
You never know.
You never know.
No.
You mentioned, as my final question, as you sat down, you're not the first guy to do this. Niall said it as well. That you guys watch E-News. Are you just saying that to be
So
nice?
much. There'll be times I'll be sat on the couch and I'll just think, I think I watch E too much. I do.
Are we talking about you?
Couple times.
I just think
Yeah.
we talk about you a
Yeah.
lot, man.
I feel pretty special when it happens.
Well, I gotta
Yeah.
say, man, I've been telling all the guys this, but you specifically, I really meant a lot to me a year ago when I saw that, because you're a grounded guy,
Thank
you're
you
a
very
gentleman,
much. Thank you.
and I wish you nothing but the best, man.
Thank you.
for always.
You're
being
also
so
a
courteous.
gentleman.
Here we go. You ready for this?
Yep.
Don't be
Was it
nervous.
speed round?
Speed round, like quiz questions, boom,
Got
boom,
it.
boom.
Right. Are you gonna try and catch me out on something?
Oh, dude, I'm gonna catch you.
Is it like favorite color, favorite food? Who are you
It's more
dating?
like who's the biggest flirt?
Oh, okay.
You
Alright,
gave
I'm
me a
ready.
pre-question right there. I'll let it marinate. Biggest flirt?
Out of whom?
The whole group.
Oh, the group.
Yeah.
Okay. Niall.
Niall.
Yeah.
Who's always late?
Zane.
Zane. Who spends the most time on their hair?
I think Louis has quite a long time on his hair.
And
I
not
think.
you, even though you have the most hair in the group.
No. Mine's a bit heavier, so it usually just falls down anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
It feels weird talking about your hair like guy to guy, but I have to ask, like, if you were to cut your hair, it would be a top story on E! News. Is it like...
I might do it. I've told you how much I love being on E-News.
Do you only let one person, like, style it and cut it? Is it-
We have like our hair lady, Lou Teasdale, who does
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
So
Last two. Who's the messiest?
with clothes or food or
Just in general, just
General.
it doesn't really care. Wake up and they just show up places.
maybe Louis.
Louis,
Maybe.
you haven't picked yourself yet, so what about for this one? Who works out the most? Hitting that gym, buddy?
On tour, I do a lot, and then when I'm off, I'm a bit like, yeah, nah.
Yeah.
So Liam works out quite a lot.
Fair enough, man. Thanks again, man.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Nice to see you.
All the best to you, brother.
Thank you very much, guys.